All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are jumping into a seriously intense story from the book of Genesis. It's a raw, gut punch of a tale about honor, a horrific crime, and a revenge plot so clever it's honestly shocking.
And really, this whole insane story boils down to this one fiery question. It's thrown out there at the very end as the justification for an unbelievable act of violence. So, let's dig in and see how we got to this point. So, let's set the scene. Our story centers on two people. Dinah, who's the daughter of the patriarch Jacob, and a local prince named Shechem. And their encounter, well, it kicks off with an act of violence that's going to light the fuse on a conflict that consumes an entire city. So Dinah's just out, visiting some of the local women, and Shechem assaults her. Now, in her culture, this is a huge deal. It's not just a crime against her, it's what they call defilement, like a deep stain on the honor of her entire family. Okay, and right here is where the story takes a really bizarre turn. Like, immediately after this horrific act, Shechem decides he's in love with her. He's convinced he has to marry her. It's a strange reaction, to say the least.
And think about this. There's no apology, no trying to make things right. Nope. He just goes straight to his dad, Hamor, and basically says, "Get me this girl." Like it's just a business deal that needs to be arranged.
So while Shechem's over here talking about love and marriage, word gets back to Dinah's brothers about what really happened. And their reaction? It's exactly what you'd think. Just pure fury. This is an insult they are absolutely not going to let slide. All right, so Shechem's father, Hamor, he can see this is about to blow up. He steps in to do some serious damage control and tries to de-escalate with what seems like a diplomatic solution. And listen to this offer. It's actually pretty wild. He's not just saying, hey, let my son marry your daughter. He's proposing a full-on merger of their two peoples. You can live here, trade here, marry our people, buy our land. I mean, on the surface, it sounds like an incredible way to solve this whole mess. Yeah, but Dinah's brothers, they're not buying it for a second. While their father, Jacob, is kind of quiet, the brothers play along. They pretend to consider it. But underneath it all, that rage is simmering, and it's turning into a cold, calculated plan for revenge. And the plan they come up with is, wow, it's brilliant in its cruelty. They say, sure, we'll join with you, but there's one condition. It's part of our sacred law. All your men have to be circumcised. They are literally turning their most holy ritual into a weapon, knowing exactly what it'll do.
And just when you think it can't get any more cynical, look at how Hamor and Shechem sell this to their own town. It's not about honor or making peace. It's a straight-up sales pitch. Hey guys, just do this one painful thing on all their stuff. Their livestock, their property, it'll all be ours. And the craziest part? The men of the city go for it.
So, the men agree. They go through with the procedure, having no idea they've just walked right into a trap. The brothers' plan is now set, and all they have to do is wait.
And they wait for the perfect moment, the third day. They know that's when the pain and fever from the procedure would be at its absolute worst. That's the moment of total vulnerability they were counting on. The entire city is basically laid up in bed, completely helpless.
And get this, it wasn't even all the brothers who led the charge. It just took two of them, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's full brothers. They grab their swords, and they head for the city to execute the sentence they've decided on.
I mean, let's be really clear here. This wasn't a battle. It wasn't even a fight. They just walked into an unsuspecting city filled with men who were in too much pain to even stand up, and they began a methodical, ruthless slaughter.
So after Simeon and Levi have killed every single man, the rest of the brothers show up. And they're not there to clean up or express remorse. Nope. They're there to finish the job.
The destruction is just total. They kill Shechem and his father, they get Dinah back from his house, and then they just strip the city bare. They take all the animals, all the wealth, and this is the most chilling part, they carry off all the women and children as plunder. The city is essentially wiped off the map.
You'd think that would be the end of it, right? But the story has one more scene, and it's maybe the most important one, a bitter, angry argument between the father, Jacob, and his avenging sons.
And this right here is the heart of the whole thing. You've got two totally different views of what just happened. Jacob is freaking out, but look at why. He's scared. He's thinking you've made us look terrible, now our neighbors are going to come and destroy us. It's all about self-preservation, but his sons? They couldn't care less about politics. For them, it all comes back to that one single question about their sister's honor. Their actions, in their eyes, were the only possible response.
And that is where the story just leaves us hanging. There's no neat and tidy conclusion. It doesn't tell you who was right. Was this a just defense of a terrible crime, or was it a horrifying overreaction, an act of vengeance that went way, way too far? It's an ancient story, but it forces you to ask a question we still wrestle with today. Where exactly is that line between justice and revenge?